So now let's proceed to anaphors. Anaphor, an NP that obligatorily gets its meaning from another NP in the sentence. There are actually at least two different kinds of anaphors. One type is the reflexive pronouns like herself, himself, and themselves. The other kind are called reciprocals and include words like each other. For our purposes, we'll just treat this group like a single class, although there are minor differences between the distribution of reflexives and reciprocals. Reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are words like myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. Reflexive pronouns are words ending in self or selves that are used when the subject and the object of a sentence are the same. For example, she made herself a cup of tea. The reflexive pronoun herself refers back to she. The other types of anaphors is we have reciprocals pronouns. We use the reciprocals pronouns each other and one another when two or more people do the same thing. Putting it another way, reciprocal pronouns refer to a situation where someone or something performs an action on others and receives the same action in return. For example, Peter and Mary help each other. Peter helped Mary and Mary helped Peter. There is yet another kind of NP. These are NPs that can optionally get their meaning from another NP in the sentence, but may also optionally get it from somewhere else. These NPs are called pronouns. Pronoun. An NP that may or but need not get its meaning from another word in the sentence. We have here some examples. First, we have Art said that he played basketball. In this sentence, the word he can optionally refer to Art. For example, the sentence can mean Art said that Art played basketball, or it can refer to someone else. For example, Art said that Noam played basketball. Typical pronouns include he, she, it, I, you, me, we, they, us, him, her, them, his, her, your, my, our, their, one. Getting back to syntax. It turns out that these different semantic types of NPs can only appear in certain syntactic positions that are defined using the structural relations we developed in the last chapter. Anaphors, our expressions, and pronouns can only appear in specific parts of the sentence. For example, an anaphor may not appear in the subject position of sentence. The example for this is herself bopped Hetty on the head with zucchini. The theory of the syntactic restrictions on where these different NP types can appear in the sentence is called binding theory and is the focus on this chapter and makes reference to the structural relations we learned about the previous chapter. This chapter thus will be your first exposure to why structural relations are so important to linguists. That would be all, and thank you for listening.